So please tell us your name and roll number for this exam.
Sir, my name is Alfa Jena and my roll number is 400267.
Okay. Now, without giving your name or your domicile district, please give us a brief introduction.
Sir, I have passed my schooling in Derabis High School. After that, I have done my intermediate in Kendrapada Autonomous College. Thereafter, sir, I have did BTech in Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering in Indira Gandhi Institute of Technology, Sarang. After that, I have joined for Tata Consultancy Services as a system engineer. There, I have worked for 4.5 years. Then, sir, I quitted my job and started preparing for the civil services. I am an enthusiastic and determined person, and my hobbies include teaching school students and singing.
Okay. So 10th from which school you have passed?
Sir, Derabis High School,
And plus two?
Kendrapada Autonomous College,
Okay. And graduation?
in Indira Gandhi Institute of Technology, IGIT Sarang.
Yes, sir. Okay. You have done your master's also?
No, sir, I have done my bachelor's only.
Bachelor's. And after that, directly then you joined TCS. What are you
Sir,
saying?
from campus interview, I sir got an opportunity to join and serve Tata Consultancy Services, sir.
And you worked there for 4.5 years.
4 year and 2 months, to be
Okay.
precise.
So when did you leave? When did you resign?
Sir, it was 18th April 2019.
2019. So these 2 years you have been preparing for civil services.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have started preparing in the being in the job itself. But later I realized that I can give justification to my preparation better manner if I'll quit the job, sir. So, sir, I finally quitted.
Okay. What was you did your BTech in which domain?
Sir, electronics and telecommunication engineering.
And what optionals you have chosen here in
Sir,
OPSC?
my first optional is philosophy and the other one is geography, sir.
Philosophy and geography.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So let us start with your home district. Which is your home district?
Sir, Kendrapada.
Kendrapada. So tell me first from where this term has been derived, Kendrapada.
Yes, sir.
And second thing is, tell me something about the history and little bit about the geography of your district.
Definitely, sir. Sir, mythology speaks about the name of the Kendrapada that has been derived from the name of a devil, that is Kandarasura. It is believed that Kandarasura was the devil in that place, and Lord Baladev, uh, he killed the Kandarasura and married to his daughter Tulasi. So, according to this name of the devil, my district name is derived, and that is Kendrapada, also called as Tulasi Kshetra. Sir, talking about the history of my district, actually it was an integral part of the undivided Kotak earlier. Sir, in the 1st April 1992, sir, it was separated and it was given the status of a separate district. And sir, in the geographical perspective, my state doesn't include any hilly areas, but it is most of the deltaic region of the Mahanadi River and some of its tributaries like sir, Chitrotpala, Luna, Paika. These are the tributaries of Mahanadi. Apart from that, we have Baitarani and Brahmani rivers passing through my district, sir.
Okay, fine. So now coming to some great personalities from Kendrapada, can
Yes,
you name at least three and in which domain they are famous?
definitely, sir. Sir, if we'll talk about the historical perspective, sir, there is a person known as Mr. Jadumani Mangaraj. And in terms of music, sir, I can name Mr. Akshay Mahanti. And in terms of literary works, sir, Kuntola Kumari Sabat. These are the most three prominent persons.
Okay, fine. So, what are the major issues that you're facing in Kendrapada, specific to your district, not like poverty and all, which is common throughout the state or throughout the country? What are the specific issues of your district?
Sure, sir. Sir, my district, the most prominent issue of my district is, sir, it is vulnerable to the cyclones and floods in terms of disaster. The second issue is like, sir, modern transportation. We do not have a passenger train running in through our district. It is the only freight train that is running from Haridaspur to Paradip. Even we have achieved the 75th years of independence. And the third one is that we do not have a national or international level hospital for the health sector of my society. So we mostly travel to Cuttack and Bhubaneswar in order to avail the modern health facilities. So these are the most three prominent issues. Apart from that, sir, the agriculture, in terms of agriculture, there is the farmers basically depend upon the canal irrigation, but that seems like some of the prominent canals are not being properly managed. For that, the harvesting of the kharif crops especially get impacted. And another issue is like, sir, the literacy rate of male and female. Even male has achieved 91 percentage of literacy as per the census 2011. Still, sir, the female literacy is somewhere around 78.9. So seems like there is some kind of gap in terms of literacy. So these are the most prominent issues of my district.
Okay, fine. So, now coming to your work experience. So, 4.5 years you worked with the with TCS. In what domain you're working?
Sir, actually, first year I have worked in the insurance domain. That was my first project, and the second and third project was in the banking domain. So these are the two domains where I got the opportunity to serve the organization.
Okay, and you are in software sector where the salaries, as you go to every year, it will increase, and so let's say someone with 10 years of civil service and someone with 10 years in the IT sector, the person in IT sector obviously would have much higher income. So, and you're also in a very uh, big IT company. So, why did you leave this lucrative position and you are opting for civil services? So, give me some two or three very strong reasons for it.
Definitely, sir. I completely agree with you when it comes to the income as an IT employee and as a civil servant. But sir, more than income, what I realized that as per the best of my potential, I can grow much more better manner as a personalistic level, and I can contribute more to the society if I'll come to the civil services. That is the first reason, sir, that I realized after working for some years and getting opportunity to interact with some of the leading colleagues of my company. Sir, apart from that, what I realized is if I'll come into this nexus of good, which is the civil service domain, there my role can be utilized in a diversified manner. While being in the IT, it was mostly uh, restricted to some particular task. If I'll come to this civil services sector, sir, the work culture itself is a diversified one, and I will be getting much more challenges to serve different kind of society in different ways. For example, sir, maybe today I will be working in the health sector domain, and after some time I will be given opportunity to work in the education domain, maybe sir to the panchayat raj system. So this kind of diversified challenges will not only enhance my personality, but also it will sir help the society to grow in a better manner. So that is the major reason for which I uh, thought of coming to this civil services apart from the uh, IT sector.
ओके गोटे जिनस फीडबैक रे रखिए
Sir,
कि
okay.
अपन देखिए मु तो आज पठेई देबी राति रे एटा रेकॉर्डिंग टा गोटे जिनस देखिए अपन जतले आंसर करूचंती just before starting the answer ଆପଣ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ particular ଜିନିଷ ଦେଇ definitely sir yes sir ତ ସେଇଟା ଟିକେ ସେଟା ଆପଣ subconscious state ରେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ଟିକେ avoid କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବେ ଠିକ ଅଛି ତ କିନ୍ତୁ
Again,
ଗୋଟେ
sir.
question ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପଚରା ହେଲା directly start with the answer
Okay,
okay
sir. Okay. Sir, sir.
so you what are your optionals you would say
Sir, my first optional is philosophy and the other one is geography.
philosophy and geography okay um, so in philosophy can you tell me something about the various orthodox Vedic schools of Hindu philosophy.
Okay, sir. Sir, if we'll talk about the Vedantic school, it includes Adi Sankaracharya. Uh, so he propounded, sir, the Advaita Vedanta. And apart from that, we have studied about the Ramanuja's philosophy, which is called the Visishta Advaita Vedanta. So these are the two prominent schools of Indian philosophy. Apart from, sir, we have Madhavacharya, who propounded the Dvaita Advaita, but and Nimbarakacharya is also there in the in Indian philosophy.
Okay, fine. Um, so if you compare and contrast the Jaina and the Buddhist philosophy, can you give me some commonalities and major differences between them?
Sure, sir. Sir, actually, the major difference what was there in the Jaina and Buddhist philosophy is that, according to Jaina, sir, the penance will be the major criteria for getting liberation. One must need to suffer in the life in order to get the liberation. Whereas in Buddhist philosophy, there is no such thing exist that penance is needed for the sake of liberation. The other one is, sir, the point of view of the soul. In Jainas, they accept that there is a universal soul for everyone, in the may it be living being or the non-living being. But in Buddhism, they have denied the idea of universal soul. Even though they have accepted the idea of the soul, but they rejected the so-called soul, which is permanent in nature. That is the major difference. And sir, coming to the similarities, both of them actually try to make the life of the society at that point of time come out of the Vedic rituals, and they getting getting rid of the pain and understanding the broader meaning of the life was the major common things between the Buddhism and Jainism. They both want how the people should understand the real meaning of life and get away from the suffering, and that is the main similarity, sir.
Okay, fine. Acha, in geography, you have studied about various theories of migration. So, can you tell me something about Ravenstein's theory?
Sir, actually, I am aware of the migration, but sir, it's coming to the particular thinker. Sorry, sir, I am not able to recall right now.
Okay.
I will
Can you
definitely go and read about it.
then tell me some push and pull factors of migration?
Yes, sir. So, sir, actually, in terms of migration, there is a concept of source and destination. When a person moves from the source to the destination, it is called as migration. And if there are factors, two kind of factors, one is push factor, another one is pull factor. So, when we come to the push factor, it is like a person has no other way rather than moving to the destination. It might be for getting a better job employment. It might be getting a better health facility. So it is mostly from rural to urban migration that can be cited as an example. And sir, the pull factor is like it is the credit of the destination. that a person which always means prefer to travel to that particular place. For example, the city lifestyle that will always attract to a person to travel there and like have a better opportunity in terms of competition, in terms of social sectors of life. So that will be the difference there.
Okay, fine. So there has been some demand recently from some people regarding separation of Koshala or Hirakhand state from Odisha. Same type of demand is also there in other states of India. So, what is your opinion that that creation of smaller states, of creation of breaking of states into smaller states will be um, good for efficient management of the new states? What is your opinion regarding this?
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, there is a demand in historically basis in terms of India as a nation and the Odisha as a state. So recently, we have seen Telangana has been separated from the Andhra Pradesh, and sir, we have seen Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh both has been separated. And similarly, sir, also there is a demand of Kosala in the specifically northwestern part of the Odisha, which includes Sambalpur, Sundargarh, Nuapada, those districts. Sir, there is no specific perspective that it is a completely right or completely wrong, but the demand, the nature of the demand must be investigated, and the idea of greater good by achieving this particular separation or bifurcation must be considered, sir. Even in our constitution, it has been given that the center, if it feels the separation is needed, it must not take the consideration of the states for the change of the boundary. So it indicates that it is a welcome step, but it must not lead to the communalism. It must not lead to the it should be a rational basis of separation. I mean to say, sir. And sir, so
Okay,
far the coastal concept is concerned, the demand of the people is because of couple of reasons. One is for the linguistic difference between the central part of Odisha and the northwestern part. So they feel that if they will have a separate state, the local people can communicate better and convey their issues in a better manner. Second one is, sir, the time of travel for accessing the governance and administrative facilities. The most of the administrative blocks is situated in the central part of Odisha, which is in the district of Cuttack and Khordha, specifically Bhubaneswar. So they feel that in order to reduce that travel time and to make the process of this grievance redressal quicker, it can be a it can be a logical side, sir. But still, there must be conscience of the expertise must be taken, and open debate should be done before such segregating, because it may lead to the demand for the some other places in Odisha as well.
okay. And what is your opinion regarding uh, the allowing or not allowing of religious dresses in schools?
Yes, sir. Recently, sir, the debate of wearing hijab and the banning of hijab in the Karnataka schools has created opened up this debate, sir. Sir, but sir, I would like to mention what Supreme Court has opined on this, sir. According to the latest judgment of the Supreme Court, sir, sir, if it is not disclosing and it is not hampering the universality of the institution, it is not creating a barrier in terms of making uniformity among the students, that must be allowed. For example, as per the Supreme Court, wearing a kirpan, that the turban the Sikh people wear, that is not creating any kind of discrimination among the students. But in the same time, sir, wearing a hijab is creating this kind of discrimination, and a person wearing a hijab is easily getting discriminated. So, sir, this kind of open discrimination should not be there. According to the Article 25, sir, the freedom of religion, which talks about uh, individual have certain rights. But as we know, sir, the fundamental right is subject to restriction under the certain circumstances. It must not violate other fundamental rights, that is Article 14, right to equality. So, sir, it must like all fundamental rights should go in parallel, and one cannot be obtained at the cost of the other. So, so far my opinion is concerned, I will completely like agree that wearing any particular kind of regional dress is must be allowed, sir. But the idea of non-discrimination must be fulfilled, and it must not hurt the sentiment of any other religion at the same time.
Mhm. Okay. So there is some development recently in Ukraine and Russia conflict in last 2 3 days. Can you tell me?
I am sorry, sir. Exactly, I am not aware of it, but it seems like the Ukrainian people, they have again coming, getting back their lost territories in some part of the country.
Okay, fine. Um, so I'll ask you a situation-based question. Now,
Sure,
suppose you have to go to a place where there is a law and order problem. Your subordinates have told you that the situation is very bad. Okay, but the people want to talk to you. They want, let's say you are the Tahsildar, they want to talk to the Tahsildar. Okay, but you don't have any personal security with you. It will take a around 1 hour time for the personal security to come. In that case, what will you do? Will you go to the site without your personal security, or only after the personal security reaches you, then along with them you will go?
sir. Yes, sir. Actually, sir, I will try to know the exact scenario. What is the level of tension? Is it related to the threat? It may threat on my personal life, sir. But at the same time, I will have the concern of the exact situation that is going around there. So I will try to talk to the people by some virtual medium, sir, and I would like to know their stage of mind, sir, in which temper, in which state they are exactly. That can be, sir, some virtual mode of meeting, sir. That can be as simple as a video call. That can be as simple as a phone call. In that, sir, I will try to know the exact demand of the situation, and I will try to make that settle, sir. First of all, the whatever will be the dispute over there. That time, sir, I will immediately will talk to the people. Sir, it is not necessary that I should go physically there and then talk. I can may pursue the people over the phone call. I can give the assurance to the demand of the people that that they should not create any kind of situation that is going to hamper the locality. I can give that assurance. I will first of all try to know their demands, sir, and accordingly, sir, I can give assurance as per the feasibility. I will try to drag down the temper, sir, first of all, and sir, by the meantime, if I'll get this opportunity to have my security, and I will also try to convey them that it is necessary, and if they can come little quicker, so that both can be communicated and both can be done at the same time.
Okay, fine. So that will be the end of the interview. Thank you.
Okay.
Feedback ହେଲା
I guess,
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଠିକ ଅଛି, ଆପଣ flow of speech ଭଲ ଅଛି,
sir.
ଆଇ କଣ୍ଟାକ୍ଟ ଟା ତ ଏଥିରେ ଜଣା ପଡିବନି, ବଟ୍ ଆପଣ କ୍ୟାମେରାକୁ ଦେଖୁଥିଲେ ସେଟା ଫିଜିକାଲ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁରେ ଆମେ ଟିକେ ବେଟର ସେଟା ଦେଖିପାରିବା, ବଟ୍
ନିଶ୍ଚୟ,
ଫ୍ଲୋ
sir.
ଅଫ ସ୍ପିଚ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ କଣ୍ଟେଣ୍ଟ ଅଫ ଆନ୍ସର ଇଜ ଗୁଡ୍।
ଆଜ୍ଞା,
ଗୋଟିଏ ଖାଲି ଜିନିଷ ଯୋଉଟା କି ଏତିକିରେ ଯାହା ମୁଁ ଜାଣିପାରିଲି,
sir.
ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ସିଓର ସାର୍, ଡେଫିନେଟଲି ସାର୍ ସେଇଟା କହିକି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆନ୍ସରଟା, ସେଇଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କମେଇବାର ଅଛି ମିରର ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁରେ। ଠିକ ଅଛି, ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଟା ମିଳିଲା, ୟୁ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ସେଇଟା, ୟୁ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟଲି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ୱିଥ୍ ଦ ଆନ୍ସର, ୟେସ୍ ସାର୍, ଡେଫିନେଟଲି ସାର୍, ସେଇଟା କିଛି ଆମର କହିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। ଓକେ,
ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। ଆଜ୍ଞା, sir. ଆଜ୍ଞା, ଆଜ୍ଞା,
ଦରକାର
sir.
ନାହିଁ।
ନିଶ୍ଚୟ, sir.
ସେଟା ବହୁତ କଣ କି, ହଁ ଥରେ ହେଇଗଲା ଠିକ ଅଛି, ସବକନସିୟସ୍ ମାଇଣ୍ଡରେ ହେଇଗଲା, ସବୁବେଳେ ରିପିଟ କଲା ବେଳକୁ ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ଅଡ୍, ସେଇଟା ଇଏ କରେ, ଆପଣ ରେକର୍ଡିଂରେ ଶୁଣିଲେ ଜାଣିପାରିବେ। ଓକେ।
सर सेटा भी सर गोटे
So
लागिवो जेमती मु सब कथारे हां 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 कहूची सेटा भी मे भी कन्वे हे
हाँ
पारे
जोटा कि यस मैन तांको सेमती लोक में भी तो सेटा तो गोटे जिंस नहीं सेटा बहुत माने ये भी लागिवो माने को कहले इट्स वेरी ऑड भी लागिवो
रिडंडेंट
से
ऑड लागी रिपीटेटिव लागी सर
तो सेही पार्ट टा देखि देखिबार अछि ओके
आज्ञा आज्ञा
फाइन रेस्ट अदर थिंग्स आर ओके तो नेक्स्ट जेतरा आपण एठी एपटे ऑफलाइन पे आसीबे तो
सर
सेठी सेतबेला मेन जिंस गुडा आई कांटेक्ट धरिका सेइथरे ही बेटर देखि हबो ओके
निश्चय सर निश्चय सर
आपण केबे अछि इंटरव्यू
सर मोर 27th रे अछि
मोर बहुत टाइम अछि
सर मु
आपण कटक
ऑफलाइन रे
रोड
सर
देखि
आज्ञा सर कटक रे सर रहउची तो सेति पई टिके सर अरेंजमेंट सर जो फॉर्मल वेयर गुडा को टिके करूची मोस्ट प्रोबब्ली सर ए वीकेंड रे मु सर पैनल इंटरव्यू अपियर करी सर
हाँ एई शनिवार रविवार दिन
निश्चय
सकाळे
सर
अछि 10टा रु गोटे अछि शनिवार रे भी रविवार रे भी दैट यू कैन कम एंड अटेंड
सर दैट विल बी इन पैनल राइट
दैट विल इन पैनल 10टा रु गोटे
निश्चय
बाकी
सर
सब हमर पैनल गुडा संध्या बेलिया बट एई जो शनिवार रविवार सकाळ पैनल अछि 10टा रु गोटे
निश्चय सर सर कंटेंट वाइज इन आंसर आउ किछि सर
हाँ
बेटरमेंट
सेटा
हेतबन
भल अछि कंटेंट तो आपण जेते अधिका जानले सेते आपण इंप्रूव करिवे ओके
ठीक है सर
ओके थैंक यू
थैंक यू सो मच सर थैंक यू